And the Restless Tuesday, June 30th update. Dr. Markham duped. Patty's next move. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers update for Tuesday, June 30th, indicate that Dr. Lawrence Markham, Jerry Burns, will get duped while Patty Williams, Stacey Hayduke, works to keep her scheme in play. Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, and Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, will also get backed into a corner, so some great stuff is coming up in Genoa City. After Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, meets with Dr. Markham, he'll expect Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, to reach out and hopefully reveal that he's found Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, by sneaking in the doc's house. Unfortunately, none of that will happen, so Kyle will worry that his plot with Jack went wrong. Kyle will spot Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, at Society, where she'll confirm she hasn't been in touch with Jack today. Tracy will ask Kyle if something's happened, so he'll explain what Jack's up to and the potential for it to end in disaster if Patty catches on. Since Patty listened in on Jack and Kyle's discussion about their plans, she'll indeed sabotage things. Jack won't give up on a Diane reunion, but he'll have to commit to another round of dangerous Patty scheming. Y&R spoilers say the lies will pile up as Jack lures Patty into his twisted web soon. In the meantime, Diane will hope to make a getaway from Mr. Markham's residence. Although the place is a fortress, Diane is already working on gaining Dr. Markham's trust and stroking his ego. Next, Diane will try to charm Dr. Markham and make him think she's developed a deep attachment to him. We'll see Diane play up the potential for romance and try to make this trick work to her advantage. Since Dr. Markham agreed to get a sedative for Diane, she may also hope she can slip that to the doc sooner or later. It might be Diane's best chance of subduing Dr. Markham for a bit while she searches for a real exit route. At the athletic club, Jill Abbott, Lauren Koslow, will try to ease Billy Abbott's, Jason Thompson, pain over the past. Billy doesn't get Jill's disapproval of him, but she may assure Billy of her love, even if she doesn't always trust his business decisions. Jill will also make it clear that she's fed up with all Billy and Kane's clashing, especially over Chancellor-related news. That's why Jill's going to back Kane and Billy into a corner as she pushes them to call a truce. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Billy and Kane may go through the motions to appease Jill, but is peace really achievable with these two? CDL will have other scorching Young and the Restless spoilers and news to check out, so make us your favorite Y&R hotspot. Genoa City has never been a place where secrets remain hidden forever, but some lies have a way of causing far greater damage than anyone could imagine. As Tuesday's episode of The Young and the Restless unfolds, several storylines begin moving toward major turning points. A carefully planned deception threatens to fool one of the city's most respected medical professionals, while Patty quietly prepares for another unpredictable move that could leave multiple lives forever changed. Longtime viewers know that whenever Patty becomes involved in a storyline, uncertainty follows close behind, and this latest chapter promises plenty of suspense. The spotlight first falls on Dr. Markham, whose professionalism and reputation have earned the trust of countless patients. Known for approaching every situation with careful analysis and compassion, the doctor rarely allows emotions to interfere with sound judgment. However, even the most experienced people can become vulnerable when someone understands exactly how to manipulate their instincts. A carefully orchestrated plan begins unfolding behind the scenes. Every conversation, every unexpected encounter, and every seemingly harmless detail appears designed to steer Dr. Markham toward a conclusion that may not reflect the truth. Those responsible understand that convincing someone rarely requires outright lies. Sometimes a series of believable half-truths can prove even more effective than complete fabrications. As the situation develops, the doctor starts piecing together information that appears logical on the surface. The evidence seems convincing enough to remove any immediate suspicion, allowing the deception to continue unnoticed. Yet viewers quickly realize that every step forward takes Dr. Markham further away from discovering what is really happening. Meanwhile, another familiar face quietly watches events unfold. Patty has never been known for patience, but she has learned that waiting for the perfect opportunity often produces the greatest results. Rather than rushing into action, she carefully studies the people around her, looking for weaknesses that can be exploited when the timing feels right. Her latest objective remains shrouded in mystery, making every appearance increasingly unsettling. Friends and enemies alike understand that Patty rarely acts without believing she has a purpose. Unfortunately, her version of justice often differs dramatically from everyone else's, leaving those closest to her wondering who may become the next target. Jack Abbott cannot ignore the warning signs. Having crossed paths with Patty more than once, he recognizes the familiar pattern emerging once again. Small incidents that others dismiss as coincidence immediately capture Jack's attention, convincing him that something far more dangerous may be developing beneath the surface. Diane also senses growing tension. After spending so much time rebuilding her reputation and repairing damaged relationships, she hopes the past will finally remain where it belongs. Instead, lingering fears return as Patty's unpredictable behavior raises fresh concerns about everyone's safety. The possibility that Dr. Markham has unknowingly become part of a larger scheme only increases the urgency. If important medical decisions are being influenced by false information, the consequences could extend far beyond personal relationships. Lives may depend upon discovering the truth before irreversible mistakes are made. Elsewhere in Genoa City, family members continue facing challenges of their own. The Newman family remains focused on supporting one another through ongoing personal struggles, while the Abbott family attempts to maintain unity despite growing outside pressures. Every household seems connected through a chain of events that becomes more complicated with each passing day. Billy remains determined to pursue his ambitions despite repeated warnings from friends and relatives. His confidence never wavers, but those closest to him worry that his determination may once again push him toward unnecessary conflict. Sally encourages him to remain focused on the future rather than becoming consumed by old rivalries, yet doing so proves easier said than done. Phyllis also finds herself paying close attention to unusual developments. Her instincts have helped her uncover hidden agendas countless times before, making her reluctant to accept everything at face value. Certain details simply refuse to fit together, leading her to suspect that someone is working behind the scenes. As suspicions grow, alliances begin shifting in unexpected ways. Characters who rarely share common goals suddenly discover that cooperation may be the only way to prevent disaster. At the same time, old grudges continue influencing important decisions, creating new obstacles just as answers appear within reach. Patty remains the biggest question mark. Every smile seems to hide another secret, while every conversation carries the possibility of revealing an unexpected clue. Whether she intends to expose the truth or create even greater chaos remains impossible to predict. The psychological tension surrounding Patty's storyline serves as a reminder that some of the show's most compelling moments come not from physical confrontations, but from emotional uncertainty. The fear of what might happen often proves even more powerful than the event itself, keeping viewers invested in every interaction. As Tuesday's episode builds toward its dramatic conclusion, the consequences of deception become impossible to ignore. Dr. Markham inches closer to making a decision based on carefully manipulated information, while Patty quietly positions herself for whatever comes next. If the truth fails to emerge in time, the fallout could reshape several storylines at once, affecting families, friendships, and futures throughout Genoa City. One revelation has the potential to change everything. Trust may be shattered, unexpected heroes could emerge, and long-hidden motives might finally come into the light. With danger lurking behind ordinary conversations and uncertainty surrounding nearly every major character, The Young and the Restless once again demonstrates why its twists continue to keep viewers eagerly awaiting the next chapter.